Wait, can we do one, just quickly?
Just quickly, yeah, I'm not recording.
We are peer researchers on the Young Residents in Partnership project.
Where we use research in...
Nice.
Where we use peer research... See what I mean? Where we use peer research in housing to make the invisible visible again. Invisible. Sorry.
Hello, my name's Cara Davis and I am an MTVH resident from Brent.
Hello, I am Bo and I'm a resident of MTVH.
Hi, my name's Teresa and I'm a Hyde resident.
My name is Ethan and I'm a Hyde resident.
Hello, my name's Zahima and I'm a Clarion resident.
Hi, my name's Siri and I'm a Clarion resident.
Hi, my name is Iris and I work at Partnership for Young London.
We are peer researchers on the Young Residents in Partnership project.
Where we focus on using peer research in housing to make the invisible visible. You may have seen us in your offices eating pizza or having a peer research training day.
This is a collaboration project between MTVH, Clarion, Hyde and Partnership for Young London, where we implement youth voice into decision making. In this video, we're going to tell you a little bit about what we do as a project. So Sayuri, why do we do this?
To help give young people the voice that they deserve. Why do you do this?
Because young people are often not leaseholders or tenants and aren't written into policy, so they become an invisible group.
I joined the Young Residents in Partnership project because I agree that young residents' voices were not well represented within the housing sector.
The reason I joined this project was because I wanted to understand the struggles and challenges that were going on in my community.
I originally joined because it was a paid opportunity, but I've since discovered that this is a passion of mine and I want to address the challenges that young people face in the housing sector.
I joined because I wanted to make a change in how young people were represented in housing policy.
I joined the Young Residents in Partnership project as I wanted to continue advocating and working within the youth voice sector.
I joined this project because I was invested in the struggles of the young people around me and what they may be facing.
As phase 2 of the Young Residents in Partnership project, we started in September 2024 with the new team. This meant that we started in training in peer research and educating ourselves on how the housing sector works.
Recently, Cara and I had the opportunity to speak to a new CEO, Mel Barrett of MTVH. It was a great experience overall. We had the opportunity to hear directly from the CEO of a company and understand his viewpoints and way he sees the future of the organisation. Furthermore, we got to understand how his view is on the young people and how he's going to be involved more in shaping those decisions.
We also designed interview guides and had various interviews with people from the wider housing sector, making connections with professionals outside of the housing associations too. Completing the peer research training was really fun as I got to develop new skills such as developing interview guides and learning how to facilitate a discussion. But some of my highlights would be collaborating with my fellow peer researchers on different events and getting to see the different office buildings of the housing associations that we're in collaboration with.
As someone who joined the project in 2023 during phase 1, in phase 2 I feel like I've had more opportunities to converse with staff and I've been more present in their offices.
In January of 2025, we held our first online event, which was the launching of a report shaping housing futures. This event was completely facilitated by us peer researchers. During this event, we talked about some of the key findings of the report. However, we also created 6 breakout rooms that we shared with members of housing associations to discuss our 6 key recommendations. Something that really stood out to me during my online launch was the willingness that people had to hear my opinions as a peer researcher, but also their own eagerness when it came to my recommendation. However, after experiencing my first online launch, I also wrote a blog detailing my experiences with my own personal embarrassing moments, but also the key and funny moments that we had whilst making, creating, and holding the online event. It was an incredibly fun experience, and I was glad that I was able to document it and be backed up by my fellow peer researchers.
From the Shaping Housing Futures report, with about 15 recommendations, we have prioritised 6 for our team to work on and implement. The first one is to define young people as a separate stakeholder in housing policy. The second one is to create a youth voice representation structure implementing clear goals and ambitions. The third one is to train colleagues from housing associations to be more inclusive of young people.
The fourth recommendation is about housing associations using their influence in the wider sector to embed youth voice in practice and policy. The fifth recommendation is to improve communication with young people by creating an age-specific communication strategy. The sixth one is to work with other organisations to educate young people on their housing rights and options.
This phase we got to speak to all the senior leaders, MTVH, Clarion and Hyde, and it seemed like they was quite involved in the youth partnership programme, and they have a lot of plans for what's next coming from us.
For us as young people, that kind of shows us hope and motivation for the future of youth voice in housing.
This video is not just a report of last year, but also an introduction to next year, where you'll be seeing more of us.
So if you see us around in your offices, feel free to pop in and say hi. See you next year!
Young people are often not leaseholders and tenants or written into policy.
Why did you get involved in this project?
Oh, we're going now?
I mean, we were, but not.
This video is not just a...
If you see us in your offices, feel free to pop in and say hi.